Hey friends, Reba here from Watch Knitting. Today I'm sharing a lovely stitch called the wavy columns or vertical wave stitch. It might feel a little tricky at first, but once you get the hang of it, the result is just gorgeous. It's a simple 4-row repeat, worked in a very similar way each row. You'll need to cast on an odd number of stitches, so a multiple of 2 plus 1. The fabric does curl a bit, but you can fix it easily with light steam at the end. For my demo, I have cast on 11 stitches with fine yarn and 2mm sharp needles. We can jump right in. If you want to knit along, grab your yarn and needles and let's get started. I'm going to start with 2 base rows. They are not part of the pattern, but it helps to work the rest much easier. I'm going to start by knitting the edge stitch. For the rest, I will pick up the edge stitch at the beginning and knit at the end. So for this base row, I will work rib stitch as knit 1, purl 1. So if you start after edge stitch, you start with a knit 1, purl 1, it will be better because it will follow the same direction for the rest of the pattern. Okay. And we end with, let me see if I did 1, 2, yes, knit stitch. We finish with knit stitch and knitting the edge stitch. I will work another row of rib stitch following the same pattern. So purl 1, knit 1 for this row to get a rib. So your rib will be the base for the following rows, which we will start the pattern. So here is my base, starting with knit 1, purl 1 and ending with knit stitch. For my row 1, I will start by picking up the edge stitch and then I will knit 1 stitch at the beginning. For the second stitch, I'm gonna make a purl stitch, but it will be double purled. I will place the yarn in the front and I will make my purl stitch double wrapped. So you're gonna make a double wrap purl stitch and repeat the same thing for this row. Knit 1, make a double wrap purl stitch, knit 1, double wrap purl stitch, and make your stitches loose enough to work easier. Knit 1, double wrap purl stitch, and we end the row with knit 1 and knitting the edge stitch. This was row 1. Row 2, I start by picking up the edge stitch. Next I have 1 purl stitch. I will purl 1 and now I have my double wrap knit stitch here, the one that we double wrapped for the purl stitch previous row. Now it's here as a knit stitch. Next we're gonna go stretch the fabric a little bit. We're gonna go in between the 2 stitches. You're gonna see 2 openings here. You see here 1 and 2. You're gonna insert your right needle to the second opening from top, not this one, this one. And then you're gonna insert your needle into the double wrap, drop it off the left hand needle, and then what we're gonna do, we're gonna pull this stitch through the same opening that we insert the needle. Use your fingertips to get help and pull this stitch through that hole toward yourself this way. Next purl one and repeat the same thing. Count your openings, 1, 2. Insert your right needle to that opening there. Then insert your right needle to the double wrap. Drop it off the left hand needle. And then use your fingertips to stretch the fabric here. And pull this stitch out of that opening there. And you don't need to knit this stitch or do anything. You just leave it on the right needle. Again, purl one, repeat, second opening, insert to the double wrap, unwrap it, and pull it through the opening toward yourself. As I said, it might be a little challenging at the beginning, especially because you don't have much of the rows to pull the fabric, but later it will be a little easier. Again here, I have to repeat it, okay? I got it halfway through. Okay, finally. And then last purl stitch. And then knit the edge stitch. Now we finished the first setup. Already you see the first section. Row 3, we're gonna offset. Start by picking up the edge stitch. You're gonna have one knit stitch, you're gonna knit it, and then again double wrap purl. So it's exactly like row 1. Row 3 is exactly like row 1. Knit 1, double wrap purl, knit 1, double wrap purl, knit 1, double wrap purl stitch, and end the row with knit 1 and knitting the edge stitch. Okay, here in row 4 we're gonna offset row 2, and this way we're gonna change the direction of those lines to left side. I start by picking up the edge stitch. I make my purl stitch. So this time, previously we inserted here. This time we're gonna go to the other side. We're gonna insert our needle into the second opening from top. You have to count it from these two stitches. This opening here, insert it there, and then the same thing. You're gonna insert to your double wrap stitch, drop it off the needle, unwrap it, and pull it through toward yourself. And leave it there. Make your purl stitch. Repeat again. Right here, make sure to stretch the fabric to see which holes or openings you are inserting your needle. As you see, it's getting easier because I have more room or more space to pull the fabric. my last one here, purl and knit the edge stitch. And this was row 4, which was the last row of the repeat, and you're gonna repeat from row 1, and this is the pattern you're gonna get. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know if you had any questions, and please share it with your friends. I'm glad to receive your comments. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.